Hello and welcome back to Recompile. That's the name of the game. Forgot for a second for somehow. What are we doing? Right, yeah. So last time was kinda a mess because I got stuck on a puzzle that just seemed like I had no idea what to do, and then I learned that there's this that could help, and if this doesn't help, I'm gonna read this through, and if it doesn't help, I'm gonna look it up basically. I think I turned the volume way too loud today. Let me just fix that real quick. There we go. Yeah, great start. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so like let's start with this one because this one seems the simplest in comparison. Like, so there's buttons and those thingies, and yeah, so let me read this here. Circuits are a series of buttons and logic gates that redirect power. Repairing a circuit can allow you to access new areas or unlock new code, but it can also power on dangerous or unwanted subroutines, so take care. Pressing a button releases a power signal which travels until stopped by an inactive logic gate block. Okay, inactive. To repair a circuit you need to... okay, there we go. To repair a circuit, you need to ensure the power signal reaches its destination by activating the gates in the right order. There are 3 different logic gate blocks, each of which are activated differently. AND gate, left, activates if all of its inputs are powered on. OR gate, center, activates if one or more of its inputs is powered on. Okay, yeah. NOT gate is active and sends a signal when not receiving any power, and deactivates when any of its inputs are powered on. Okay. When a gate is activated, it sends signal power onwards through the next section of the circuit. Gates activated. Gates always output signal in the direction of the output line. A light will come on whenever power is flowing correctly through the circuit. Right. You can repair a circuit in 2 ways. You can use logic and timing to send signals to the right gates at the right moment to power the circuit, or you can use your hacking abilities to change the logic gate, allowing power to run through the circuit more easily. So this still seems so. So it's an OR gate. It needs 1. It's not need both. So that's why it runs through that. That's an AND gate, right? That needs both. Oh no. Wait, no. Hold on. The ones with a circle is the NOT gate. So that needs to not have nothing. It needs to have nothing. It needs to have both. Then, so if I press this one, it's gonna send a signal to the OR gate, which will continue. it will. Then there's an AND gate, I think. Let me just make sure. Yeah, AND gate. Not gate. Oh, okay, yeah, I was right. So, dang it, whatever. So, yeah, it doesn't do anything because it needs this one. It's a NOT gate. It does not. It needs to have nothing running through it to be active. But something is running through it. That's why it's not active. So I need to close that one. So that goes through this here, runs all the way to this one. So I do that. Then I do this. Still don't know if I get this though. Okay, and then this one needs to be Did this work? I closed that one somehow. Okay. So this one is an OR gate and an AND gate there. OR gate goes all the way over here. Okay, they all lit up. So I think that worked. Maybe. Still not entirely sure I get it, but I think I did solve that one somehow. Let's just see what this does though. At least it progressed a little bit. That's better than last time. Like, yeah. Still not sure that I can reliably do this, but I have an idea a little more than I did before at least. Can I jump on this spinny thing? No, it kills you. Okay, but I want the thingy. Can I get it and die, or can't stop that, can I? Would be nice. Maybe I can just jump to that. Well, I missed. Oh, you wouldn't put me up there, would you? Of course you wouldn't. That's too much. I feel like that's another way to do that, probably, like somehow stop that from moving, but I don't know how. Could it be that I finally can use this? Maybe? No, it does not. What is this for? Like, I can check things? Sure, but that's it. There we go. Well, I got it. I might die though. Well, take damage, but whatever. Anyway, Mr. Fowler, stunned. What is it, Hypervisor? Don't think calling me by my first name is going to butter me up any. Objection noted. I want to speak to you about the new mission. I realize it is already underway in tasks were assigned while I was offline, but I would like to help if I could. What's that to help with? We go to lunch tag 2. Inside the original window if you can. We're stripping tag 1 and 3 for supplies for what could be humankind's last and only interstellar flight. There's a brutal amount of physical labor to get through in not much time. I want to see how you could help with any of that. I operate the forklifts and cranes remotely to aid with heavy lifting. No offense, Hypervisor, I know my life is already in your hands several times over these days, but I still wouldn't trust you to make a cup of tea without double checking it 5 times first. I understand. Try asking Tomoyo over in the biosphere. I'm sure she has some very delicate and fiddly plants that could use constant monitoring. I'm already monitoring every plant in the biosphere. Of course you are. Yelling. Shit. Seems Jan is injured. Would you like me to call for medical assistance? You absolutely, buddy. What? How about this for a new test? Don't bother me while I'm working. Perfectly have been noted. Great. Alright. Well, was there anything to do up there? Like, why did I do this again? I just did it because you do things. I don't actually know what this was for exactly. Oh, I pushed this button. I did push this button, right? Yeah. That, I guess I turned that on or something, so I guess I was supposed to do that, and then that's it for now. I don't know if I can go anywhere from here. Can't get up there. Can I? Yeah, well. Alright, well there's more puzzles, so let's do those. Hopefully. I mean, I'm still scared. Like, this is still not easy by any means. But I get it a bit more than I did before, at least, I think. Okay, so let's work backwards, I guess, is the best idea. So this has an OR gate and an AND gate. So I need from both sides if I want that. But I could also go this way. An AND gate and an OR gate and an AND gate. So that goes over here. It's an OR gate. So if I push that should light that up, right? Yes. Okay. Let's see here. So this one goes over here, into this one, and into an OR gate and an AND gate. If I push this, it should light up. But only, it didn't light up forever for some reason, and that's what I'm kind of wondering about, why, how it works. So I push this, travels through them all. I think okay. Right. Yeah. Okay, I'm starting to see why the NOT gates are there, right? Like, because the NOT gates are always active or always inactive, I guess. And if I push something, it's gonna, yeah, send them through. Okay. So, no. And no. Should I do that? Okay, I want this. That's a nut. So I don't want anything in it. So to do that, I push that on, I think. No, because that doesn't matter. It's already getting something from another side. I'm still not sure. And all, and then it's already getting from one side. Could get from this one. So if I push this one. And if I push. No. Not that. For this. I push that one now, maybe? Oh god. It does not help that I have to platform around. I don't know. I don't know if I can really easily look this up anyway. Like, how would I really do that? Because this is such a wild thing. Can't reset it really to default or anything. Don't know what that default would even be. I'm really trying my best to figure it out, but my brain can't do this. I don't know. I don't know what I can do to look this up. I really don't. But I guess I'll try. Because I don't get it. Let's see here. Wait, how did you do that? So, wait. He did a thing. Well, I don't know. Didn't know. Well, the person I saw did the thing. Like, they were able to do something with them, but how? I don't have anything I can do. Like, I'm pressing all the buttons. It's not doing anything. But wait, what are you doing to it? What? How do you... What? Yeah. Pressing X on the thing. Pressing X doesn't do jack. Cannot be inspected. Why not? Why could that person inspect it? Why could that person inspect it? I knew there was something I was missing, but no button cannot be inspected. Why not? Why can this person inspect these things and do things? Oh, for the love of God. I don't know why. I don't know how. trying to just like I don't know what this video is gonna help me with. I don't. Especially when this person can do things I can't do. Was I supposed to be able to do this? Did I miss an upgrade? I don't know. But I can apparently interact with. I don't understand this. I don't know what to do. What am I not getting? I don't know what this helps me with exactly, like... What the fuck? This has helped nothing. This has made things just more confusing because now I get something, but that doesn't mean I can actually do it because I don't get everything. It's so complex. It's like, look at it. What the fuck am I looking at actually? Like, explained. I don't know if I want to play this game anymore, honestly. Like when I have to do this kind of thing, and it's like I don't know. I don't think a video can really help me. Like. I'm just, I don't have the capacity to do this. I tried my best. I don't know what the video can. This is impossible to me. This is just impossible to me. I don't know. You know what? I have better games to play. I don't know, like I wanna continue this game, but I don't wanna do this. I don't wanna do this. Is there anything this video can do to help me? I don't know how this can help me. Because it's like How do you have something? I don't. How did you get the ability to like hack or something with this thing? Because it says press X. Like how long press X to inspect it? Recompile. Like use a manual. Recompile mode. Take time. You can examine surroundings. Expected in detail. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what I can do. I don't know what I can do. I really don't know what I can do. This is stupid. This is really stupid. I don't know. Maybe what I just do is get lucky. Hope for the best. Just keep on trying all the button combinations I can until something works. Is there nothing else I can do right now? I don't know. I just don't care enough. Like if I had reason to keep going, but the game is not like it's fine. It's a fine game. Like up until this point, I was having a decent enough time. I was having a good time even maybe, but it's like also it's not a, you know, it's not like this game wows me in any way. You know, I've done this kind of thing before, jumping, platforming, shooting things. I've done weird logic puzzles like this, and yeah, it's cool. It's like, I don't know. It's just too complex. It's just too much. I can't do it. And I'm sure someone can do it just fine. They can figure it all out. They can work backwards. They can logic it all out. But to me, this just looks like a mess. I'm just not an intelligent person who can figure things like this out. Like, this would take so long for me to do, and I don't care. Like, how did I do the other one is what I'm wondering. How did I actually... It was mostly luck, really. I don't think I really figured anything out. Like, I tried, and it... I don't know. I got nothing. I really don't. It's a waste of time. Like, I don't want to. I just don't want to. And something tells me this is not going to be the last time I have to do something like this. I think this is a central mechanic of the game in general, this kind of puzzle. Right? Isn't it? Like, why would you? Maybe this is it. Maybe I don't ever have to do this kind of thing besides this one area. But I don't know. That's what scares me. Because I still don't get it at all. You know what? I give up. Sometimes you just play a game, you run into something, it says, you know what, there are millions of games out there, why continue this one? Am I seeing a compelling enough reason to go through the effort of figuring this out? Getting lucky maybe, or whatever it may be that actually gets me through this crap? Not really. I really don't. Like, I'm sorry, I've wasted my time and your time and just so much time. Like, I don't want to waste my. I don't want to stop playing a game because I want to give it a fair shot. So, and there's interesting things. Like, I in general like what this is, the story bits and the platforming bits sometimes can be fun, and I want to see what else the game has to offer me, but not this crap. And why can you not expect anything? Why can that person I saw in the video do it? That is what I don't understand at all. Like, you able to like hack it essentially or something, so I don't know why I can't. It must be some power you get. Why don't I have that power? It seems important, like, doesn't it? It seems... I don't know what the fuck. And now I spent an entire episode doing this crap and I haven't figured it out still. And I need to. Like, this is mandatory. I believe this is mandatory. I can't not do this. So what the hell? This is why games need a fucking skip the puzzle button. Is that not a skip the puzzle button? Like, give me that, because I don't have interest in this. Hack mode failed, I don't know what that means. No. No. I'm just screwed. There's no button I'm missing. That does anything. Fuck it. You know, this is something I don't do often, at least for Let's Plays. Like, some games when I don't Let's Play, I stop because I realize, it's not that fun to actually play. And that's fine, but for Let's Play I feel like I should continue because I committed. But no, I'm not having fun doing this. And the video, I don't see it helping. It doesn't seem to help me. And you know, I could be playing something more fun at this moment instead. I could be... I just wish I understood it. Like, I'm trying, I was trying, I was genuinely trying. But whenever I see this, it's like, okay, it says all, so that means you need one light in it, and then it says and you need both lights, and not, it reverses them, and okay, cool, that's... something makes sense. But then to do it, and to suss all this fucking mess of wires out, to think logically what happens when you push this and do that and do this, and even then I still don't know if what I'm trying to do is the correct thing. Like, what I'm trying to do and what needs to happen are different things. And then I still don't get why it stops. Like, why does doing this make it go once? Why is doing that make it go once, is what I'm wondering. Like I click that. Like that's because these are the nuts. Like these are nuts, meaning I just don't get it. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm canceling this game. You know, it sucks. I don't like it. and you know, I'm sure the game deserves better. But for me, you know, you fucked up. You made it too weird and complicated and messy and not fun to do and just I don't know. It's not for me. Sometimes I just have to say it's not for me. Like whatever this is, it's just not for me. And it's quite possible I'm an idiot. And this makes perfect sense to you, but I can't suss this out. I can't figure it out. I don't get it. I don't know what you expect, and you know, it might be like I'm sure I don't need that ability, right? Like, why would he let me go here without having that ability that person in the video used that can hack or whatever, right? Like you wouldn't do that. This has to be done, but this has to be possible without that. And I don't even know if it make what it really helps with. I just saw he had it, that person, and sure, cool. And you know, yeah. All right. Well, that's it. Recompile has finished. That's the final episode. Very short game. No, I'm sure they had much more to offer. Like they put a lot of effort into everything, but that effort will not be seen by me, and that's just how it is. So too bad. You know, this is. I mean, hey, good news. I didn't pay for this. This is an Xbox Game Pass. The only thing I've wasted is time, and I mean, I guess time is money in the sense that I'm paying monthly for Xbox Game Pass, so you could say that I did waste money. But you know, life is your experiences, and I experienced this game for, you know, a week or two or whatever I've played this game for now. And you know, I get it. I get what it's going for, you know, at this point, and I'm sure it's gonna be more of what we've experienced. I don't think it's gonna blow my mind at any point. Like, you know, we kind of get what's going on in the story, world AI, end of the world, space travel apparently also. I don't know. Lots of things are going on, and I'm sure that's cool and interesting and all. But it's not that engaging because, like I said, I think what was the last time I said that, you know, we don't know the characters really, we don't know the faces or anything, we just have text, which is less engaging as well, so that doesn't, you know, help. So you know, that's that. So it's like, what is, like, it does not have the pull that would maybe make me continue, you know. When a game has problems, or I'm the problem, maybe even, whatever the case may be, you know, and I get stuck or get annoyed or whatever, like there's a lot of games that still have the pull that makes me want to still go, still continue. And you know, this game doesn't have that for me. Like it like I don't want to say it doesn't deserve it, but I don't know what else the word is. Like I don't think it deserves it. Not when the game just like this feels like a smack, you know, in the head. This feels out of nowhere. Also, like this, we've not done anything like this until this point, and then it's like, look at this, and figure this out. Do it. Just do it. You know. And it's like, oh, okay, could you like maybe make it maybe simple to start with? Give me like a tutorial, like step by step, like something. Instead, no, you just do it. Just figure it out. Like, I don't know. I mean, there was buttons before in the game. There were a bunch of buttons that I pushed. Like maybe those were puzzles and I got lucky and bypassed them somehow by just pushing random buttons. But I didn't know. Like, you could have, you know, made that clear as well. Like, so I don't think it's entirely my fault if that's the case. Like, I don't know. Maybe, like maybe there's something that I'm missing. Maybe that is something. Like it could easily be something. Like also like in the hub world, there seems to be possibly the ability to take another level or whatever you want to call it, which may mean that I'm here too early, or I don't know. Like it doesn't. I don't know if that's true. If the game is laid out like that, I'm not entirely sure if you can choose another level or you have to do this next. But either way, this is eventually gonna be something I have to do, right? Like I'm pretty sure this is something I have to do eventually in the game, if I wanted to or not. So, like instead of being angry, instead of wasting an hour on this, like I don't know, like why would I do that when I can play something else that I don't hate? And at this point, I just don't see myself getting through this without just trial and error, or like I would have to spend an hour like sussing out every single little detail of this, and like eventually I might figure it out, but I just don't have the patience for it. Like this is not what I want to play when I played this game, like, you know. So that, yeah, I think that really sums it up why I don't think it's worth my time. Like, I don't know, you know. I mean, hey, there are tons of games that I want to play. So, you know, when I chose to play this game, I was like, I was gonna do it for like a one-time thing, you know, for what's all to talk about. And you know, but the game kind of compelled me to continue. In the start, I was like, you know, I think I can continue this for Let's Play. Why not? You know, not a game I would have, you know, ever known about if it wasn't on Xbox Game Pass, and it looked interesting, and I played it, and it was kind of fun. And you know, whenever a game just, you know, kind of pulls me in like that from the start, I'm like, you know, let's play it fully. But that doesn't mean that I can't eventually figure out that, oh, the game isn't actually for me. Another game like that I played is The Wild at Heart. I played The Wild at Heart on my own and finished that on my own instead of Let's Play. I was thinking of doing a Let's Play, but I think it was a good idea not to do a Let's Play because the game is kind of slowly paced. And I think it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense for that to be a Let's Play exactly. Like in the start, it felt like it was going to be more story-based than it was, and that's a story, but it's really not that story-based when you actually get into the game. So The Wild at Heart is pretty fun still. It was a decent experience, you know, a fun little game. But yeah, if I continued that as a Let's Play, I would probably have been kind of bored by the end, I feel, because it's also a fairly long game actually for what it's worth. Like, yeah, and it kind of ends up repetitive in a way, which, you know, I don't know. It's not what I expected, but it's not a bad game for sure. But sometimes you never know. The first impression may be good, but then later it may be bad. And unfortunately, this game is like that. It's not. I don't want to say it's bad. It's just not for me. This is not for me. This kind of thing. And I'm sure some people are like very excited about this kind of thing, and it's like, oh, this is a complex, hard to figure out, not simple, not, you know, easy peasy, you know, hardcore gamer moment, whatever the hell, I don't know. Like, if you're one of those that can do this kind of thing and likes doing this kind of thing, I'm sure it's great. I'm not, you know, I'm casual. I really am, you know. I played games that are not casual per se. I played, you know, RPGs, you know, that are pretty in depth. I have played, you know, hard as hell games like Dark Souls and Bloodborne and all that are punishing and, you know, take a lot of time to get good at, and, you know, those kind of games I can do because it's about skill. It's about, well, I mean, this is also skill, this is logic, this is figuring things out, but it's like in those games you can eventually just get better and better. And I mean, you can get better and better at this when you start figuring things out, but I don't know, it's different somehow, because I don't know, it's logic versus like finger skill movements, you know, weaving and dodging and you know, strafing and like dodging and jumping. Like, if the game asked me to do that, like that boss I fought, you know, that was a tough boss. At least the first part was tough, and you know, eventually I learned it, and eventually I did it. You know, that's the kind of thing I was hoping for. You know, that's the kind of thing I wanted. But this, like, this is not about that. It's about something completely different. It's, you know, not even what the gameplay really is. It's pushing buttons, and you could do this in any game. You could do this in any game. You know, if this was the whole game, if this was from start to finish what it was all about, you know, I'll get that, and I'll be like, okay, sure. And you know, maybe I would have figured out the game wasn't for me earlier, and maybe, you know, maybe it would have been more fun that way. Maybe, you know, maybe by being introduced to this concept earlier, it wouldn't have felt so jarring. Maybe it would have, you know, maybe I would have more patience as well, you know, because this being the second episode I have to do this means it's, you know, when I first got here, I was already fairly late in the episode, I feel like, or at least it was, you know, probably 20 to 30 minutes into the episode, so I was like a decent chunk into the episode, so it was like, okay, sure, you know, it's the last thing I do, like, I'm gonna try to figure it out, and if I can, I'm gonna stop, you know, and I stopped. But then today I was like, okay, so now we're actually doing this, now we're actually trying to figure this out, now we're actually, you know, we got the clues in the hint, and you know, I read that, you know, I read this thing, and you know, it made a little more sense, but even then, like, it's not an easy thing, like, and I just don't. I don't. So, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm really annoyed that I've canceled games and like been annoyed by games recently. Like a lot. Don't want to be, but sometimes when you play a game blind and you don't know it's gonna end up a certain way, you're hoping for the best the entire time. You're hoping, please don't be bad. I want this to be great all the way through, you know? And you can never quite expect it, because a game is so different, like, from other media in the sense that every experience is unique to the player, really. Like, because many players will experience certain things that are different from each other. For example, like, a game I also played recently is Sable, and I'm playing that on my own now on Xbox One. And the thing about that is that the Xbox One version runs like absolute crap. Like, you know, I was playing and I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this, and I was like, oh, it's running really bad. Maybe it's just a thing. Maybe I'm just gonna get through this and it's gonna stop running bad. But the frame rate is just terrible on Xbox One, and I wish I continued to play it on the PC. But whatever. I'm so fine to that game now. I haven't finished it, but I'm so fine to the game on Xbox One. I'm like, whatever. I can deal with this frame rate. Like, it's sometimes it's barely playable, honestly. It's like, makes it so you can't push a button. Literally, I push the button and it doesn't work. So it's like, don't play it on Xbox One, you know. But like, yeah, some games, just depending on the experience you have with it, can end up so different. Because I think if I didn't have those issues with Sable, it would have been a better game. But now that I've played Sable for a while, I'm also glad I didn't play it for the channel, because it probably wouldn't have been a good Let's Play, honestly. But whatever, that's a different story. But like, even just playing it, you know, has those faults that I experienced, and maybe people on Xbox One, maybe it's just a me thing somehow with my Xbox One, but maybe on another Xbox One it plays fine, but the freaking frame rate and everything is terrible on it. Like, I don't know why, because like, it's weird. Like, why would that game of all games be so bad? It has so little going on, it feels. Maybe it's because it's an open world. That's why a lot of open world games tend to have issues sometimes like that, where even though there's not a lot going on, it's still very demanding. Like Minecraft, for example. Like, that game is surprisingly demanding because it's a generated world of huge environments. And that can be a problem sometimes, because you would think a game like Sable wouldn't be a problem. It makes sense why a game like, you know, Assassin's Creed games that are giant open worlds, like, why those would have problems, yet those look, I think, objectively better than Sable does. And Sable is a stylized game, you know, and there's so little going on in Sable. It doesn't make sense to me why one's bad, but also it's an indie game, you know, so it makes sense why you wouldn't have the huge team that could optimize it. I don't know. That's just a side rant, because I was playing Sable and wanted to say something about it, and I don't know what else to talk about right now, and I just wanted to say something about it. I don't know. But I wish I'd played Sable instead of this on the channel, maybe. Like, I wish I continued Sable, because I think I would have at least had a better time and waited on the channel than I would have this game, because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have gotten stuck in that game, because that game is better suited for figuring things out. It's not doesn't have this kind of puzzles, that's for sure. I don't know. Well, that's it. Canceling this game, unfortunately. I don't have the care to continue. I tried, but I don't. That's fine. We tried it out, and you know, not the first time I cancel a game. Won't be the last. But it's for an unfortunate reason this time, that I just don't have the care to continue. Ah well. Alright. Goodbye.